Hello everyone. Today we'll be covering following directions. Question 1. Following directions. A person starts walking from his home towards his friend's place. He walks 25 miles to his west, takes a 90-degree turn, walks 20 miles again. He again takes a 90-degree right turn, walks 10 miles. He then walks another 10 after taking a 90-degree left turn. He then turns east and walks 15. How far is he from his starting point? So, if we draw the diagram, we have first let's draw the compass. Okay. So first he goes 25 miles west. Then he takes a 90-degree turn right and walks 20. Then he takes a 90-degree turn right and walks 10. Then left turn 90 and walks 10. Then turns east and walks 15. How far is he from his starting point? Well, since the distance he goes west and the distance goes east are both 25. 10 plus 15 is 25. And he's gone north 30. So therefore, since west and east will cancel each other out, he's just 30 meters north. The answer is 30 units in the north direction. A. Going to the directions is given below. 25 west, 20 after 90 degree right, 10 90 degree right, 10 90 degree left, west 15 meters. So again 30 meters north. Anup starts walking towards south. After 15 meters, he turns towards north. So 15 meters south, then north, 20 meters north, okay. And after 20 meters, he turns east and walks 10, then walks south 5. How far is he from his original point and in which direction? So since he has moved south 15 plus 5, 20 meters south, and he's moved 20 meters north, so these two cancel each other out, and he's moved 10 meters east. So answer is D, 10 meters east. You can see here the diagram. 15 meters south, 20 meters north, then 10 meters east, 5 meters south. So we are 10 meters from starting position. Question 3. We have a shopkeeper in a mart loads his trolley and walks 30 meters towards south. Then he turns left and walks 10. Then he walks north another 10. Then he turns west and walks 45. Then turns north and walks 20. Where is he in reference to his starting position? Well, we have to go on south and we've gone north. Since we have gone south 30 units and we've gone north 10 plus 20, which is again 30 units. These two cancel that out. We've gone west 45 units and east 10 units. So there's a difference of 35 units towards west. Answer is A, 35 units west. According to the question, directions are as given below. Starting point 30 meters south, 10 meters east, 10 meters north, 45 meters west, 10, 20 meters north. So we have a difference of 35 meters. Starting from a starting point S, we have 25 meters. Mahesh walks 25 meters south, then turns left and walks 50 meters, then turns left again and walks 25 meters, then turns left again and walks 60 meters and reached a point W. How far is he from point S and in which direction? Okay, so going to the question, we have 25 meters south, 50 meters east, 25 meters north, and then 60 meters west. Since we have already covered 50 meters east, we would subtract that and we get 10 meters west as the answer. Measures that distance 10 meters in the west direction from starting point S. Rohit, fifth. Rohit walked 25 meters towards south. Then he turned left and walked 20 meters. He then turns left and walked 25 meters. He then turned to his right and walked 50 meters. At what distance is he from his starting point and in which direction? Okay. So Rohit walked 25 meters south, then turns left and walks 20, then turns left and walks 25, then turns right and walks 15. Where is he from the starting point? Clearly, he's moved 25 meters south, 25 meters north, that's no, and he's moved 35 units, 20 plus 15 units east. So answer is 35 meters east. Answer is A. Question the direction diagram is as given below. A to B 25 south, B to C 25 meters east, C to D 25 meters north, D to E 50 meters east. So difference is 35 meters east. Rajnikant left his home for office in a car. He drove 15 kilometers starting towards north, then turns eastward and covers 8. Then he turned left and covered 1 kilometer and again turned left and drove for 20 kilometers and reached office. How far in which direction is the office from home? So in this question, we have the diagram given below. From home, he goes 15 kilometers north, 8 kilometers east, 1 kilometer north, and then 20 kilometers west. So he's moved a total of 16 kilometers north and 20 minus 8, which is 12 kilometers west. So forming a triangle, we get that the hypotenuse, the shortest distance, is square root of 16 square plus 12 square, which is 20 kilometers. So answer is 20 kilometers in northwest direction. 7. The houses A and B, which is other on a road going from north to south. A being on the western side, A comes out of the house, turns left and travels 15 kilometers. Turns right, travels 5 kilometers towards the house of D. B does exactly the same and reaches the front of C's house. In this context, which of the following statements is true? A. C and D live on the same street. B. C house faces south. C. The house of C and D are less than 20 km path. D. None of the above. Going to the question diagram given as below. So we have 5 kilometers after turning left, 5 kilometers after turning right, and similarly 5 kilometers after turning right and 5 kilometers after turning left. So since both of them move, one of them moves north 5 kilometers, the other moves south 5 kilometers. Therefore, they both are at a distance of 10 kilometers. And one moves west, one moves east. So again, 10 kilometers. So we 5 kilometers. So we have a triangle of one side 10 kilometers, one side 5 kilometers. The hypotenuse therefore will be square root of both of them, which is 5 root 5, which is about 11 0.18 kilometers. So they're less than 20 kilometers apart. Eighth, point A is 30 meters to the south of point B. Point C is 20 meters to the east of A. D is 15 to the point of C. D is midway between E and F in such the matter B, E, D, F form a horizontal straight line of 40 meters. Point E is to the west of point D. How far in which direction is point E from point B? We have, according to the question, direction diagrams as given below. B to A is 30 meters, A to C is 20 meters east, C to D is 15 meters south, and E and F are 20 meters from D in both west and east direction. So BE, the total distance south is 15 plus 30, 45 meters. So E is 45 meters away in the south direction from B. Point D is 7 meters in the west of point R. Anand walks from point R towards east. He walks 3 meters and takes a right turn. Further walks 4 meters and takes another right turn. Walks 5 meters and then turns right. Further 4 meters and stops at point D. In which direction is point D with respect to point D? We have point R and point D. The point D is 7 meters to the west of point R. He walks from point R towards east. He walks 3 meters and then takes a right. Walks 4 meters and takes another right. Walks 5 meters and turns right. Walks 4 meters and stops at a point D. In which direction is point D with respect to D? Clearly, D is between D and R. So D is to the east of point D. So answer is C, east. According to the question diagram as given below. Again, same thing. The point D is to the east of point D. One morning after sunrise, Manjit and Sangeeta are talking to each other face to face in a park. In Manjita's shadow is exactly at 90 right to Sangeeta. In which direction is that Manjit facing? Okay. Manjit's shadow is exactly to the right of Sangeeta. His right hand of Sangeeta is to the west and her face is the direction of south. Manjit is opposite of Sangeeta, that's why her face is in the direction of north. 11. Raju wants to go to the planetarium. He walks 1.5 kilometer towards east from the place and then turns right and walks 2.5 kilometer and then turns east, walked 11 kilometer. Then turns south and walks 4 kilometers. Reaches the place by walking 2.5 kilometers towards west. What distance is he from his starting point? According to the question, the diagram is as given below. 1.5 kilometer east, 2.5 kilometer south, 1 kilometer east, 4 kilometers south. Then 2.5 kilometer west. Let A be the starting point of Raju and F be the endpoint. So total distance is moved towards east will be 1.5 plus 1, that is 2.5 kilometers. And the total distance he moves west is 2.5 kilometers, that cancels out. Total distance moved towards south is 2.5 kilometer B to D C plus D to E 4 kilometers, that is 6.5 kilometers. So answer is 6.5, i.e. A. 12. A person starts from point A, walks 30 meters south, reaches point B, takes right, walks 7 kilometers, right turn, walks for 6. Then takes right turn and walks 7. Final turn left and walks certain distance, reaches point R. Point R is 70 meters to the north of point B. What is between point A and point R? Point A, 30 meters south to point B. Then takes a right, walks 7 meters. Right turn, walks for 6. Then turns right and walks 7. Final left turn, he walks certain distance and point R. which is 70 meters to the north of point B. What is the distance between point A and point R? So just to edit this, let's have this be point A, this be the 30 meters, and we can have this be the point R, which is 70 meters from point B. Okay, so it's clear he's moved west and east 7 meters, so that cancels out. He moves 6 meters north, uh, and then 70 meters. Yeah. If A and B are at a distance of 30 and B and R are at a distance of 17, therefore A and R will be at a distance of difference between these two, which is about 13 meters. So answer is 13. That's the answer. A child is looking for his father. He went 90 meters east before turning to his right, 20 meters before turning to right again to look for his father at his uncle's place 30 meters from this point. His father was not there. 100 meters before north before meeting father in a street. How far from the starting point did the son meet his father? Okay. So first, again, looking at the compass, we have 90 meters east before turning right, 20 meters before turning right again, 30 meters, he walks 30, then 100 meters north. So how far from the starting area did the boy meet his father? There we go. So since this is whole is 90 and this is 30, therefore this is 60. A is the starting point. Next, he moves north 100, but he moves south 20. So that is a difference of 80, 120, 120, 120. 120 is the whole, but the difference of this much is only 100 minus 20, which is 80. D to F is 100 now. Therefore, A to F is it will be the square root of, it will be the hypotenuse, so square root of 60 square plus 80 square, which is equal to the square root of 10000, which is 100. So answer is 100. Yeah, so that's why we calculate AF is 60, then EF is 80, square root gives 100 units, so 100 meters. 14. So write the given information, answer the given questions. A is 11 meters to the north of point B. C is 11 meters east of point B. D is 6 meters to the north of point C. E is 7 meters to the point D, west of point D. F is 8 meters north of point E. G is 4 meters west of point F. How far is F from E? 14. According to the question, the direction diagram is as given below. AG is BG minus AB, which is 6 plus 8, which is minus 11, which is 3 meters. GF is 4. Therefore, AF, which is the hypotenuse, will be equal to AG square plus GF square, which is 9 plus 16, 20 square root of 25, which is 5, which is our answer. Answer is A, 5. 15. Directions. Study the given information, answer the given questions. A is 11 meters north of point B. C is 11 meters east of point B. D is 6 meters north of point C. E is 7 meters west of point D. F is 8 meters north of point E. G is 4 meters west of point F. How far in which direction is point G from point A? A is 11 meters north of B. C is 11 meters east of B. D is 6 meters north of C. E is 7 meters west of D. F is 8 meters north of E. G is 4 meters west of F. So, um, 4 meters. So, 7 plus 4, 11 towards west. B and C are 11 meters east, so those cancel out. Also moving northward direction, therefore, AB is 11 meters south, while CD and EF equal 8 plus 6 meters north, which is 14 meters north. So we have a difference of 14 minus 11, 3 meters north. Answer is A, 3 meters north. Again, the diagram, we can confirm this is true. Answer is 3 meters north. 16. Read the following information carefully and answer the questions. H is 6 meters east of point G. R is 8 meters north of point G. Q is midway between R and G. K is 10 meters south of point Q. L is 3 meters of point east of Q. S is midway between G and H. If person 4 walks south 4 meters west south from point L, takes right turn and walks 3 meters, then the following point will he reach? Okay. According to the question, we have the diagram given below. Person walking 4 meters south from point L reaches S. S takes a right turn and walks 3 meters to reach G. He will reach point G therefore. Answer is B. Read the following information carefully and answer the questions. Point H is 6 meters towards east of point G. Point R is 8 meters north of point G. Point Q is exactly midway between R and G. K is 10 meters to the south of point Q. L is 3 meters towards the east of point Q. S is midway between G and H. If a person walks 8 meters to the north from point S, then which of the following points will be crossed and how far will he be from point R? So we have point H and point G. H is 6 meters west east of G. Point R is 8 meters to the north of G. Point Q is midway between R and G. K is 10 meters to the south of point Q. So that gives G and K as 10 minus 4, 6. Point L is 3 meters to the east of point Q. Point S is exactly midway between G and H. If a person walks 8 meters towards north from point S, 8 kilometers, 4, Hmm. How many points will be crossed and how far will be from point R? So since GS will be transferred over to R in this new point, and this new point will be exactly parallel just east of R. Therefore, it will be 3 meters from R and will have point cross point L. The answer is D. Answer is right. 3. Answer is 3 meters from point L, and he will cross point L. Yes. Going to question diagrams as given below. Person walks 8 meters north from point S, crosses L. So it will be exactly 3 meters from point L. Answer is D. 18. Point N is 8 meters to the west of point O. Point P is 4 meters to the south of point O. Q is 4 meters to the east of point P. Point R is 6 meters to the north of point Q. S is 8 meters to the west of point R. T is 2 meters to the south of point S. How far in which direction is point T from point N? So we have N 8 meters to the west of O. P is 4 meters to the south of O. Q is 4 meters to the east of E. R is 6 meters to the north of point Q. S is 8 meters to the west of R. S is 8 meters to the west of point R. T is 2 meters to the south of point S. How far in which direction is point T from point N? Now since we've gone north 6 and come south 2, therefore O, T and N will be on a straight line. So N is just to the west, so T is east of point N, and since this gives a distance of 8, this will be divided in half, 4 and 4. PQ is 4, so subtracting PQ from RS we get 4. So it is 4 meters to the east. Answer is A. We get the diagram as below. So answer is T is 4 meters to the east of point N. 19. Point N is 8 meters to the west of point O. P is 4 meters to the south of O. Q is 4 meters to the east of point P. R is 6 meters to the north of Q. S is 8 meters to the west of R. T is 2 meters to the south of Q. T is 4 meters to the north of point E. What is the distance between E and Q? According to the question, the diagrams are given below. Again, 4 meters. Therefore, distance between E and Q will be PQ plus PE, which is 4 plus 4, which is 8 meters. Diagram seems below. 20th. Read the direction of the information given below and answer the question. B is 25 meters to the south of A. C is 10 meters east of point B. D is 30 meters north of point C. E is 7 meters east of point D. X is 18 meters south of point E. M is 12 meters south of point X. C is 7 meters west of point M. In which direction? B is in which direction from point D? B. According to the question, the direction diagrams is given below. A, B, C, D, E, M, and W. Clearly, B is to the southwest of point D. You can then form obviously the triangle of 5 meters and 10 meters, 5 meters one side, 10 meters the other. So, and get our answer. 21. Read the information carefully and answer the question. If point W is 3 meters to the north of point A, then what is the distance between B and W? Okay. Now this diagram is a continuation of this one. From here it's clear that B and W are in a straight line and they have a distance of AB plus AW, which is 25 plus 3, which the answer is 28A. According to the question, distance between B and W, point W is AB plus AW, which is 25 plus 3, 28 meters. Read this given information carefully and answer the question. What is distance between B and M? Continuation of previous question. Okay. So what is the distance between point B and M? Now, as we can see from the previous figure again, B and M are in a straight line. B and M का distance is equal to BC plus CM, which is 10 plus 7, 17 meters. The answer is A, 17 meters. BC plus CM, 10 plus 7, 17 meters is the answer. Distance between point B and M. 23. Point E is 16 meters to the south of point C. Point F is 4 meters to the west of point E. Point H is 5 meters to the south of point F. Point J is 2 meters to the east of point H. Point Y is east of point F. A person walks 15 meters from point Y towards west, reaches point Z, takes a left turn and reaches point J. What is the difference between point Z, J and point Y, F? According to the question, the direction diagram is given below. CNE has 16, EF 4, FH 5, HJ 12, then YZ 15, ZJ 5. Z, there we are. So distance between ZJ and YF lines are 15 plus 12 minus 5, 27 minus 5, which is 22. 24. The direction study of the given information carefully. Again, same question. Point E to turn, reach point J. Person walks 20 meters to his north from point Z, takes a left turn and walks 8 meters. How far will he be from point C? According to the question, the direction element is below. So we have 20 minus 16. Answer is 4 meters. 25. In which direction is point Z with respect to point H? Z with respect to H. H is on the bottom left, Z is right. So north, west, east, northeast, right. Northeast is the answer. According to the question, the items is given below. Point Z is clearly to the northeast of point H. 26. Rahul walks 2 kilometers towards west, then turns north and walks 5, again turns west and walks 3, and then turns north and walks 7. In which direction is he from starting point? Rahul walks 2 kilometers west, then turns north and walks 5 kilometers, then turns west and walks 3 kilometers, then north and walks 7 kilometers. In which direction is he from starting point? So clearly he's gone north and west. Northwest is the answer. C. Answer northwest. Rani and Radha were walking in opposite directions. Radha is both walking in northeast direction. Then which direction was Rani walking? Clearly they're walking opposite directions. If one is walking northeast, the other must be walking in southwest. Opposite. Yes. For the given information, clearly northeast opposite is southwest. During the time of sunset at a railway platform, Sachin and Anjali are standing in opposite directions of each other. If Anjali shadows to the left of Sachin, then which direction is Sachin facing? From the given information, since the sun light is coming from east and the direction is the shadows to the left, i.e. west, Therefore, Sachin and Anju is facing north. Therefore, Sachin must be facing south. 29. First of all, Ahmed goes 20 meters to the north, 15 meters to the right, then turns right and moves 20. Turning left, he walks 25. How far is Ahmed from his starting point? 20 meters north, 15 meters right, right 20, turns left and walks 25. How far is he from starting point? He's gone north and south 20 meters, so those cancel out. And he's gone west 15 and 25, 40 meters. So answer is A, 40 meters. From the diagram, it's clear. His movement diagram, we can look. Distance is from starting point is clearly AD plus DE is equal to BC plus DE, which is 15 plus 25, which is 40 meters. 30th. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are sitting in circular manner in the same order for lunch at equal distance. Their positions are clockwise. If C sits in east, then what will be the position of H? A, B, C, D, F, G, H are sitting in same order, clockwise order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. In clockwise. C is sitting towards east. Then what will be the position of H? Now, 1. This is north. This is south. This is northeast. This is southeast. F will be sitting in southwest. G is west. Therefore, H will be northwest. H is B, northwest. H is in the northwest direction. 31. Ravi starts walking towards north. After walking 15 meters, he turns towards south. After walking 20 meters, he turns towards east and walks 10 meters. He then turns towards north and walks 5 meters. How far from his original position and in which direction? So first we walk 15 meters north, then turns south for 20 meters. Then he turns towards east and walks 10 meters. Then turns north and walks 5 meters. So, given that this is his starting point A and this is the end point B, he is just east. 10 meters east. Answer is C. Given the diagram, movement diagram, it's clear from the diagram the required distance is PS 10 meters towards east. So at finishing point, Ravi is 10 meters east from starting point P. Starting from point O facing west, a man walks 4 km to reach point A. Then turns right, walks 4 km, reaches point B. Then turns right, walks for 4 km and reaches point C. Then turns right 3 km and reaches point D. Turns left, walks 4 km and reaches point E. He then turns right and walks 5 km to reach point F. Shortest between A and E is. So first we have O walking 4 km to reach point A. Then turns right and walks 4 km for B. Then turns right and walks 4 km to reach point C. Then turns right and walks 3 km to reach a point D. Then turns left and walks 4 km to reach point E. Then turns right and walks 5 km to reach point F. Was the shortest between A and E. Okay, so there's a height difference of 1 unit, 1 kilometer, and a length distance 4 meters and 4 meters, 8 kilometers. So 8 kilometers one side, 1 kilometer the other side. So hypotenuse, the shortest distance will be square root of 8 square 64 plus 1 square 1, which is 65. So this gives answer is square root of 65, which is D. In triangle AEP, AP is AO plus OP, which is 8. EP is 5 minus 4, 1 kilometer. So AE is equal to square root of 8 square plus 1 square, which is 65. 33. A person climbs a hill in a straight path from O on the ground to direction northeast and then reaches point A after traveling a distance of 5 kilometers. He moves to point B in the direction northwest. That distance A will be 12 kilometers. How far away is from starting point O? From O, he moves 5 kilometers northeast. Then he moves in a direction northwest 12 kilometers. You have to find the shortest distance from O. So answer is between O and B. So that is square root of 12 square plus 5 square, which is square root of 144 and 25, which is square root of 169, which is 13. So answer is 13. D. Answer is 13, yes. Square root of 5 square plus 12 square, which is 13. 34. X and Y start from the same point X. Walk 40 meters north. Then turn west and walk 80 meters. Then turns right and walks 50 meters. Y walks 90 meters north. Where is Y with respect to position of X? From the given information diagram as before, X and Y start at the same point. Walk 40 meters, 80 meters, 50 meters. So you walk 90 meters north and 80 meters west, while Y walks just 90 meters north. Clearly the only difference, both of their northern moons are same, relatively. So the only difference is the 80 meter west. So Y is 80 meters to the east of X. 35. Two bikers P and Q start from the same point P and ride 8 kilometers northwards. Then turn westward and ride 6 kilometers. Turn right, ride 4 kilometers. Q rides 4 kilometers westward, then turns northward, rides 12. Turns right and rides 9. Where is Q with respect to current position of P? Okay, so two people are from the same position. P rides 8 kilometers north, then turns west, so rides 6, then turns right and rides 4. Q on the other hand rides 4 west, rides 12 north, then turns right and rides 9. Okay, so both of them move north about 6 and 12, 18 units. So the only difference is their movements. Only difference is the movements west and east. So one has moved east 6 units, that is P, and Q has moved 4 units minus 9. 9 units minus 4 units, which is equal to 5 units west from starting position. Therefore, answer is 6 plus 5, which is 11 units west. So Q is 11 units east of P. Given information, you can see 9 and 2. Answer is D plus EF, which is 2 plus 9, 11 kilometers. So Q is 11 kilometers east with respect to